Beautiful souls from all over the world, all over the universe. We have some serious stuff to talk about today. The stuff I want to talk about is you, your happiness, your sadness, your pain, and your pleasure. Did you know that you are a soul? You are a soul that has its own desires and wants and needs, and the problem really is that, well, you're not accepting what your soul wants. And on top of that, you're confusing yourself to try to make yourself not feel like it's that way, and it's only making it worse. So is your soul really your enemy, or is your mind your enemy? Is your body your enemy? Are your mistakes your enemy? Are people your enemy? Why does something inside of us focus on the bad things? Why is it so hard to stop focusing on a problem or a difficult situation or some kind of memory that isn't exactly perfect, or even just a general low mood or some kind of not so perfect emotional state? Why is it that our mind continues and our soul, why is that something inside of us persists to feel these things? Is it healing itself? Why is it happening? The truth is that your soul has a mind of its own. So you have a mind, a body, and a soul. And what your soul wants is exactly what your mind doesn't want. What do I mean? Your soul wants to grow. What does your soul desire? Because if you know what your soul desires, you can feel more easy. You can feel more understood. You see, you need to understand that your soul is not your enemy. Your soul is a part of you, just like your mind, which wants to feel good stuff, and your body and everything. What your soul wants, ladies and gentlemen, is growth. It wants to grow. How are you going to grow if you're never outside of your comfort zone, if you're always experiencing perfection and bliss and ease? That's not growth. That is its own side of things. That's like stagnancy. Growth only happens from experiencing things and experiences that feel like they are out of your comfort zone. Sadness or anxiety or just apathy or feeling hard work or just anything that feels even just a little bit outside of your perfect happiness and bliss and ease and pleasure. That's what your soul desires. It desires something that is uneasy for it, because that uneasiness is food for your soul. So when you're feeling not so happy, or you're feeling a little bit stressed or worried, or you feel like confused, and your soul still persists to feel these things and cling to them, and you just can't shake it off. Well, the truth is that your soul is eating those experiences. That's why it focuses on them, because it's eating them. Your awareness is eating those experiences, so your soul will grow. Now, I'm not saying that you should go out and create problems for yourself, because that's not good either. That has its own side effects as well. It's not organic, healthy, it's not natural, it's not real growth. But what I am saying is that when affliction comes, when hardship or difficulty or otherwise subtle, out of your comfort zone, stuff that you're not familiar with, stuff that feels foreign to you, comes your way, instead of being sad about it, rejoice in it. Rejoice that your soul is getting what it wants so it can grow and heal and change and evolve into something even more awesome than you are now. The soul is like a plant. It wants to grow and grow and grow. And what happens when you grow? You become a beautiful flower. From a little small seed, you become a beautiful flower. And that beautiful flower would not have been a beautiful flower if it didn't start out as a little seed. What I'm trying to say is that in order to feel the blessings, the happiness and goodness and pleasure and ease, in order to feel those beautiful emotions, the first thing that has to come is a little bit of difficulty. Yes, there is absolutely no pleasant feelings without unpleasant feelings. That's the way it is. That's the direction of life. How can you enjoy a beautiful home if somebody didn't put in the effort to build it? When your soul finally rejoices from growth, your mind will receive those blessings. Your soul will overflow into your mind, and your mind will feel the joy that your soul was having through the difficulties and growth. In other words, your mind will feel the happiness and ease and peace of mind and beauty that the soul felt as it was growing after your soul kind of overflows. So nothing gets lost. Growth is the result of being out of your comfort zone. But happiness is a result of growth. Good feelings are a result of growth. Your soul is always focused on hard times. Your soul loves those times. That's why when things are feeling kind of difficult and hard in your life, and your soul keeps focusing on it, you can't really stop. It just keeps going back to it, and your feelings and your emotions, you're like, why can't I just snap out of this? Why is my soul doing it to itself? Your soul adores those difficult times way more than it does the easy times. And so technically the hardest times in your life, the most difficult, painful, uneasy, and out of your comfort zone, uncomfortable moments, the harder the time is in your life, the more your soul loves those things. Because your soul knows its strength and it wants to grow and it wants to change and evolve into something more awesome. And that's why your soul will always consider deep in its essence, in itself, when it thinks about the hard times, it will consider those times as the good times, and it will consider the good times as the not so good times. So in your psyche right now, you're thinking of the good time. That's your soul thinking about the harder times. In other words, since you are your soul, not even your mind, your favorite times are the most hard times. The uncomfortable times are your favorite times of them all. Growth, growth, growth. You will be rewarded for your difficulty and your perseverance through this stuff. Your soul will reward you for growing. And your soul is so much stronger than your mind. That's why people often do things that challenge them. And people end up going through hard times, and people put themselves in positions or in the direction toward difficulty because your soul knows what it wants. Difficulty sucks, there's no doubt about it. But you don't have to struggle if you get to a certain point where your soul is consistently giving your mind what it needs while you're growing. There is, of course, a big explanation for everything. But the essence of today's video was that rejoice in all experiences. And remember, the harder the experience is, the more pleasant the results of the growth will be. Rejoice, rejoice, and more rejoicing. Your best times, your best performance, your best experiences and memories are from the harder times. That's what really matters, is growing. And when you grow, your soul will be like, you did great. Here's to more growth. Here, your mind, I'll tease you with some happiness. Thank you for watching, everyone. I love you all, and see you next time.